by Katherine G. Alarcón. Video presentation. Word and social routine. Speaking. English 2 Word Level 4. Virtual Instructor María José Hernández Duque. Hello, I am Katherine. I am born in Bogota 50 years ago, and 1 year ago I am freelancer. I work in my home. I studied graphic and fashion design, but never had the opportunity to practice my profession. I really like traveling and spending time with my family and friends. I haven't been looking for my vacation for the last 3 months. I will tell you important things in my life that happened before 2020. Follow me. Chronological order before 2020. 2009, when I lived in Australia. 2015, when I was working in Buenos Aires. 2016, when I visited Peru. 2017, when I was a mother at 45 years old. 2018, when I was a security guard. When I live in Australia, I live in Gold Coast, Australia in 2009. When I lived there, I worked as a housekeeper at an important hotel for 2 years. Before starting work, we take activity breaks, they clean rooms, service customers when they want, organize bedding and amenities before leaving work. Then I took in my English class. I could be late. In 2012, I went to live in Sydney, where I had the best time of my life. I worked at the Intercontinental Hotel, and I also continued my English course. I visit beautiful places. In 2014, my visa ended. It was very painful to leave Australia. I didn't want to return to Colombia. It has been difficult for me, but the reason. When I was working in Buenos Aires, I traveled to Buenos Aires in 2015 and started working as tour guide for a year. I got to know the most touristic places, the provinces, and people from different countries. I was able to practice my English daily. I lived in San Telmo neighborhood, a magical places full of history, architecture, and free market, typical barbecues, and the comic book world. Mafalda was my favorite. I remember that she said, as always, the urgent doesn't leave time for the important. What a true sentence! It was a great experience. When I visit Peru, in 2016, I was traveling to Peru on vacation for a month. I went on an excursion through valleys, lagos, and mountains in the north of the country living Lima. I got to know indigenous people, their culture, their music, fair and festival where you find and see unique things. Peruvians are kind and generous people, but what I liked the most was the spectacular food. I wanted to go to Cusco, but this was very experience. I hope to return. When I was model and 45 years old. In the 2017, I went to the party in Bogota, where they introduced me to Mr. Hernández. He was the owner of the magazine Colombian Motors. After talking, he said me, "Do you want to be a protocol model in the stand of Colombian Motors?" I was surprised. I answered him, I'm not a model, but I'll do it. I worked showing the products, posting the photos, and talking to the clients. It was great. The fair lasted 3 days. I was 45 years old, and I understood. It's never too late for make your dreams come true. When I was a security guard, I was without a stable job, and a friend said, Katherine, take the security course. I will see that they hire you. So I was a security guard in different buildings from 2019 to 2022. I was a receptionist, customer service worker, and administrative assistant at the same time. I worked day and night. I didn't like to stay up all night and ended up very tired. It was a difficult experience, but I am grateful for having been a security guard. Thank you for your attention. I hope you liked this presentation.